Let's go.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
Cappuccina ballerina. I'm in. I get it. Did you sad when Tralalero, Tralalala and Ballerina Cappuccina broke up? I was heartbroken, I gotta say.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh my.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to pick.
Dusk.
Ursa was really good into the Lash. I gotta say that one thing. Aurora played Ursa into it and it was good. The problem was they also played Storm mid and Storm got handled too hard.
10 seconds remaining.
I still wouldn't mind seeing Lash on MOUZ. By the way, when we talked about
5
first
seconds
phases,
remaining.
this man will his hands, so not super surprising considering MOUZ also likes to play Prophet mid, which is banned, and Lash mid. Ursa, one of rare heroes that can jump him and blow him up. But MOUZ, they switch things up a little bit. They get themselves a Pugna with that decrep versus Ursa, right? Like you go on a target, you have a built-in decrep forcing Ursa to buy a nullifier, or it's forcing you to maybe pick an Ench here, or a hero such as that. They'll have
10
that
seconds remaining.
Into the Pugna. That's something that I would mind.
5 seconds remaining.
You know what as well they have on Aurora? Like, look at these heroes. Both of them can kind of jump, right? Move over obstacles. And they're nice to have into Tusk. Right? Like, and Snap brings that already. Ice shards, you can always jump over them. They banned out the Jakiro, of course. I'm not surprised.
Dire team's turn to pick.
Queen of pain.
The moment the moment you told me these guys picked Huskar and the other team decides to put all magic hero with no damage in the right clicks on the offlane.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, good luck. Also a hero that's Omega slow, by the way, so you can't even
5
run
seconds
away
remaining.
from the Huskar. It's a good trend. They have burst from Pop though. That's one thing.
Radiant team's turn to
She's
pick.
pure damage
Enchantress.
burst with Sonic Wave. They get themselves the Ench for the Pugna that we mentioned earlier. This hero now also has a mini jump, by the way. You need a shard, but that does have it. However, that's not what you're thinking of. You're thinking of a hero.
10
Why did you
seconds
pick
remaining.
it? You get to dispel Pugna. You also get to play around Untouchable.
5 seconds
And
remaining.
Untouchable versus Tusk is pretty damn good. Like, it's hard for him to kill you off in one go. And overall, it's nice to have Ench into dots. Like, whenever Pugna is being played into her, you overheal the life drain. And another extra thing is, this most likely will be a position 4 Ench. Position 4 Ench works in a way in which you help out your offlaner, whatever it may be for Aurora, and then you can rotate mid a lot. And that kind of makes the Queen of Pain very happy. She loves playing into heroes that rotate mid, your Tusks, your Spirit Breakers, your Enchantresses. So if this is a 4 Ench, expect her to stay top maybe until level 3. The moment she has level 2 enchant, you rotate mid, you pressure whoever it is mid, especially if MOUZ goes for Lash, which I don't think is as amazing anymore. It's not bad, with the task. Like
Radiant
they
team
owned
ban.
with it many times. We're gonna go with Abba instead for now. It's a bit
Dire team ban.
open. Mm-hmm.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that. Yeah, people like to hate Abaddon because of his ulti. He's annoying. He just walks in there. He's got some passive that slows you, deals damage, a photic shield as well. Like overall, it is an annoying hero to play against. I don't know. I always
Dire
liked it.
team's turn to
I
ban.
like playing Abaddon. Like I like bullying people with photic shield, baiting them in and shielding off. But Ursa, of course, is the manliest carry. The Giga Chad of all Giga Chads. Maybe Terrorblade and Ursa, but Ursa is the I'm gonna jump on top of you and that's it, right? Like he's
10 seconds
he mauls
remaining.
you in a second, so he needs to commit. With the Ench,
5
you
seconds
do have a
remaining.
way of dispelling the shield as well. You will be needing a nullifier most likely anyway on Ursa down the line. And overall, I don't mind this. Like even though they picked Abba into Ursa, I
Radiant
really
team's
don't
turn to
mind the
ban.
matchup for the Ursa. I feel like he can do all right.
Radiant
like,
team's Dire
eventually,
team's turn to pick.
this kind of a game.
Shadow Fiend.
Shadow. He can struggle heavily from some Ench rotation.
10 seconds
Like,
remaining.
super hard. So if you can get this Queen of Pain shouldn't
5
be owning
seconds
him
remaining.
alone, but if you can get mid one should do fine on his own. Wait, what the hell? Actually, I'm
Choose your
confused
hero.
now. It's an SF into Quap, but it's also an SF into Ursa. Like, it's kind of rough, honestly. The way I see it, at least. But they just picked. I'm sorry. They just picked Pango on the other side into Pugna as well. I mean, Pango into Mars is good, but Pango into Pugna is like Pugna was literally the counter to Pango. That's why the hero was picked a lot on a position 5 even. You decrep and he's dealing no damage. Like Rolling Thunder, Swashbuckle, Shield Crash, it's all physical. Like he's dealing 0 damage and he brings control, but that's it. Honestly, these two last pick from
10
MOUZ,
seconds
if
remaining.
they switched it up, like Pango gets picked on top and SF on bottom, maybe I'd
5
like it
seconds
more.
remaining.
That couldn't happen, of course, but yeah, I think Pango on the offlane at least brings what they needed. They needed some extra control. They needed the backline catch, which is something that they truly did not have. So they get it. They get it with the Pango, which is nice, but I'm truly not sold on the SF. I feel like mid one in this team, when he's set up for success, like he dominates and wins almost on his own, like he's the driving force. When he's having a bad game, they're all having a bad game. Let's see if they can rotate with Yamich and Celery and maybe make this SF very happy from the mid lane. It should be your classic magic damage dealing, right, SF? Mm-hmm. So it's Snap 4, right? That's what they did. I don't know if I like that more. I don't know if I like that more, actually. I think I like Snap on a... I think Snap actually plays around Ursa a bit better, even. Like, you have some slows from the Ench, which is nice. And the creeps. Like, Ench is good anywhere.
Prepare
But
for
okay.
battle.
This is what they decide to do. And I feel like even Snap into Tusk is better because you can jump from the shards. You can actually right-click him with black little shredder. But okay, I mean, this is what they decide to do. Let's see how it works out in the laning stage. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's the goal for Ursa. Like when you're playing a game into SF, literally position 1 or 2 SF, one thing that you want to do with Ursa is jump him and save the enrage for his ult. Once he starts channeling, if you see that it's gonna go through, you can enrage. This is a really good shard game as well for Ursa. Basher, like Battle Fury, Blink, Basher, BKB. That's literally all you need. And the question is, do you go like BKB first or Basher first? I leave it up to him. Both are good, but then down the line you can get the nullifier for this Pugna. And the life is, I think, easy for the Ursa. We'll see, of course, but for me it looks, yeah, it looks really good. On the other side, what do you have? Because it's not all grim. Like I said, it's hard to predict outcomes of these games. Pugna on the other side is really good into both the Pango and the Ursa. So he's going to have some significant impact. Like he said, finally a good lane for us. It should be a nice lane as well. You guys aren't seeing they're kind of ranting in the game is paused and they're just all chatting.
Let's get on with it. Thirty seconds to battle.
Can I say one thing? Long time ago, 2015, 14, I was a huge advocate of trash talking and being toxic in pro games. Because, in my opinion, that's what... And you don't have to be super toxic, just a little bit of trash talk, you know? Like, maybe some before games, we're gonna own you and stuff like that. It just gave you fans, you know? It made things interesting.
Let's get moving!
But after these last few years and what has been happening in Dota and all chat and stuff, I feel like, no, we're better with strictly enforced rules where no one is able to talk. Because these guys, they just don't have, like, I feel like most of them, they don't know when it's the right time to trash talk, you know? Like, trash talking someone as you're destroying their throne is kind of dumb in my opinion, you know? Like, beating a dead horse, whatever, it's just, it's kind of bad taste. That's how I see it. If you do it before the game has started, though, it's completely different matter. Well, yeah, of course. I think that's... Bubs are a different thing, you know.
Sprites are with us.
Oh, you played Viper. I actually respect your teammates for flaming you. They should. Of course, you're a Viper. How can you lose in the beginning? Alright, mister. Okay, that's actually not that easy of a lane for you, so I'll give you some respect. I mean, that's like 1% of respect I would give to anyone because you played Viper still. Yeah. What's happening in these lanes, Big Be serious now.
Does the font flow dry?
Denied.
Oh, he took 2 raises. Let's see if he can get another one. He has a mango, but he still won't get enough to stop Mikoto from top lane. He's fine. I completely find that fine. I mean,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Will not be the end of my reign.
yeah, this is absolutely what you want if you're co-op. That's what you mean, right? Like, you kill it. Exactly. It's at some point, people would even die under the tower. Don't trust weakens. He said he won't hit him. He said he won't hit him, but he continued hitting him in the lane all the time. It's kind of too much with you two, you know?
Я безумно
Like,
хочу пиццу.
with me, it's fine. Like, I don't think I'm as punny
Let the
as
fighting
what was. So
recommence.
take it away. Feel free. Do whatever you feel like, my friend. Yeah, you get to 16k and then you get a chance to play and maybe talk. That's what you do. You earn your spot. It's about the minute 6 rune. Like minute 4-1 more or less is already... They gave up both sides. The supports aren't going for them. The game that you see here is Pop is kind of walking to her room, but she doesn't want to spend Blink. And if SF goes and runs bottom, then you can maybe go on him and use Shadow Strike. But level ahead actually on SF. So when it comes to CS, he's doing way better than the Pop. Pop is losing this matchup for now. A rotation from, let's say, Ench would definitely come in handy. He's above her in that way. He's actually winning this lane. Won't say hard, but he is winning this lane. Just because of that first blood swap is actually close in net worth. He has a range drop now. It's all about the minute 6 runes. Who wins this rune might win the lane.
Dire's top tower?
There's a salve on SF. Yep. Oh, the raise.
Can't get healed.
Maybe they could even go for Ench. Once this haste is picked up, she only needs to be careful. They can turn no mana on Tusk though. It won't happen. It's possible. I'm not sure what happened to Mikoto. Like, he was about to blink out, then he moved back into the raise range, and then he tried to blink out again and just got punished for it. So, yeah, this lane now you could say is won by SF.
I don't think so.
SF?
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
Yeah, that's why he didn't want to shield, because he knew the shield isn't going to save him. So he was just running, even though it was off cooldown, trying to get some distance. Nice rotation from Nightfall. He plays this Ursa very well. Like, he knows exactly when he can rotate and create stuff on the map. He's a very active Ursa player. And you can truly see, like, proficiency of someone on a hero if he's rotating before it's his time. You know, if he rotates before most players would.
I guess Radiant fortified their structures.
Yep. Exactly. And if you don't, like, you can even maybe pressure the tower if an opportunity arises. Yeah, it's all down to the heroes that he plays. And like, when you're playing top lane, look at his mana right now. He's using a lot of it. He doesn't have a soul ring, so it's impossible basically for him to go anywhere. Maybe with this Lotus, but yeah. What's a TP, let's say mid, gonna do versus most of these heroes right now? Absolutely nothing. I still feel if you're Aurora though, your best bet would be to dominate the SF. That's why he has fallen back deep into the jungle, and instead they go top. In a yeah, just
The whole bunch of punches.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Minute 10 party. unsuccessful attempt from Dire to take down the tier 1 tower, but honestly, this is pretty successful considering how much damage they dealt to it. It's all about like some small little plays and rotations right now that I'm waiting to happen. Tango being probably the biggest out of all, because he always has the resources. He's also free farming bottom. Do you want to leave a lane where you're free farming? Probably not. Yeah, but they don't, as long as you don't proc his ulti. Like, if Tango manages to proc Abaddon's ulti, then Abba can then actually fall with a single rotation up lane.
I should have known.
How is it you heard not my warnings?
Add another to the tally.
Господи, допоможи.
SF is going bot though. I don't think this is a play though. Yeah. He drew a line to mid. He didn't manage to proc that ulti, so I guess he's going to go mid and try to make something happen on a 12-minute rune.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
One of the 3 best feelings in the world.
He's got the shield rune as well on Pop. Very difficult kill now.
Radiant's middle tower has been denied.
It's just not happening. Lars?
Strikes.
Get yours.
It's gone.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last Dire's long. Middle tower just went down.
Absolutely. Just as you were talking about, right? If you cannot find the right angles, sometimes not early enough. He found the perfect angle there with the Mars.
Not much
Hiding in the trees, not even using the TP, just walking there. And I love his Yules build as well, I gotta say. It's a perfect Yules game. It allows you to actually catch Quap. Yules into the spear is always easy. And also, just the best item that you can buy in Versa generally on most heroes. Orchid or Yules.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
Pops that enrage, you Yules him up, get him after. Feels good, man.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire have fortified their structures. They're beating on Dire's top tower. Dire's top tower is gone. Just a cold fog left behind. Gotcha. Are those cracks in Dire's top tower?
This is
Dire's top tower is under attack.
nice jukes.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Killing spree!
I gotta say he played them. But yeah, but they're very nicely done by Chrysalis. Instead of running back, he goes in, jukes around the kisses that have minimum range, so you can get hit by those, and also none of the Pango rolls connected. So very nicely done. Let's be careful here. There's a diffuser in front.
Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as bottom.
No, with the Pugna there, you immediately understand that you cannot. Even if you use everything, he's just gonna get decrap, then he can TP out or just run back. Yeah, not terrible. I decent is maybe putting it nicely. It's an alright of a time, but yeah. Not great, not terrible. Let's put it that way. It's honest work. He's still the bottom network of all the cores in the game. There's...
They're beating on Dire's top tower. Radiant's bottom tower
Ursa
is
is
under attack.
active. He is going for a BKB, but he has the Blink Battle Fury already, and he might look to maybe go on someone. Let's see. Gotta be careful, no couple. Yeah, you don't do anything different. You wait for your Radiance. And then afterwards is maybe where paths diverge for different Abaddon players in different games. Sometimes you go Manta, sometimes you go Diffusal, sometimes you go Orchid, sometimes you go Blink. Depending on the game. I think Blinker is just always a must, and it's what makes this hero work. Not necessarily as like a second item after Radiance, but still is very impactful. He is an item behind Ursa, though, I gotta say. Ursa is doing an amazing job at the moment, keeping that network discrepancy between the two.
That is our eye roll, Tusk.
Yep. Ursa has... Well, it's also under the trees, so it's hard to see. Like, even if you cross the river, you don't necessarily see it. Like, everyone is starting to plant these kind of weird wards where they're really hard to scout. But everyone is now just putting sentries exactly there where they should be on those wards. So it's a meta game that has developed right now in top lane. Boom.
Killing spree!
If he managed to spear Pango, he could beat me. Maybe even, but he couldn't. Enchantress got speared instead. But he didn't manage to blink. Like, he had blink, but they caught him from that smoke. Nice little play by Aurora. Making sure they control this top area of the map because Tormentor is coming up, right? Like, you want to ward it up maybe a little bit. Mid lane, though.
Ooh, Dire's clear. Good. Those things aren't cheap, you know.
One maybe?
Double kill!
Unworthy of my attention.
It was an... I wonder if it would have been better if he didn't snowball, but allowed Pango to push him uphill. Not sure though. Probably dies there anyway because of the kisses, but maybe that play would have been more helpful. In any case, they do trade 2 for 1.
Radiant's top tower
And they
is
get the
under
Tormentor
attack.
on Aurora. Good for them. BKB getting closer on the Ursa. Yeah, you can see the smokes are always used on these kind of objectives. Straight for the shrine. Let's see if they can get co-op. She has a PB. I mean, that's cool, right? Like, he waited for co-op to almost activate it just so he can get it in that last second. It's kind of... Do you think it should work that way? Maybe it should reset the new hero goes in. With that thought, Mike?
Double kill!
Prevail.
Well... He did use the BKB though. He did use the Enrage. I'm surprised that they didn't at least try to make something happen after. They can't let this rush go for free, can they?
I feel this rise.
Sal Snatch.
About us.
They're not gonna allow it. They I think just by posturing here, they're disallowing Ursa from getting a free rush as well, because that would be kind of criminal. They used all their spells and the BKBs. They are
Radiant's top tower
waiting
has
for a
looked
BKB
better.
on SF. I can see that. I can respect it. But if you look at Ursa, he needs a recipe and belt of strength for his basher. It's around 1,000 gold, 1,200. It's gonna have the basher to counterplay your BKB.
Mega kill! Double kill!
Now this might be a rush for free. They have arena, they have it all, but they're just unwilling to take any of these fights, it seems like.
Roshan has fallen to the dust.
Killing spree! Axe is pleased!
You're bleeding.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
They truly are. They get, at least they get like this, I mean, I was gonna say trade, but my brain lags. They get a kill on top and they take rush, so it's not a trade. It's just like a bonus plus one kill that they got.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
They need a good arena with good Requiem. And that's basically it. They somehow need to find a way to bait on Remco maybe and play off of that. If they could make the Ursa waste the BKB at least, that would maybe put you in a position in which you can fight. But overall, it's looking rough. Like I feel like they just didn't trust each other in these last couple of 5 to 7
Will
minutes
they get a load
when it
of
comes to
me?
executing properly in
Radiant's top
fights. So
tower
they're just,
has looked better.
you see this a lot in pro games and in CODs. Teams are stuck waiting for that one extra item. Mid lane,
Radiant's top tower has
angle roll.
fallen.
This is deep. This is deep though. BKB on him. feel like they went... I was talking about MOUZ perhaps not being too confident. Like, it's a complete opposite side on Aurora. Like, overconfidence. They use the roll. The roll doesn't work, by the way, because of nice shards of damage. They still continue chasing. They chase too deep under the tier 2 tower, overcommitting truly by the 3 heroes when they didn't even have Ursa there on time. You'll see it right there. This is a bit late, but you can see that Toronto Tokyo is already driving back home because he's out of gas. Like, his Rolling Thunder is out. So you can't fight into the arena. There's no control. This was... Like, they started the fight in the river, and they were chasing all the way under the tier 2 tower. Now, they are ahead, but they're not this ahead. That was like a 15k advantage kind of play, which is surely not the case right now in the games. So they got punished for it. Nicely done by MOUZ. As long as they can kite these BKBs one way or another, they can take fights. Too difficult if the BKBs are wasted. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, he's been playing well the whole game. He's going to Hex next. Oh, the spear on Ursa that blinks on him. He can get him now, right? BKB maybe.
Nature attend us.
They're just making some individual mistakes, I think, on the side of Aurora once again. Ursa even jumping there. It's just never gonna kill the Mars. He's got big BKB Yules, Gale Guard, even if you jump him right now. He is strong, he's got the Basher, but...
under attack.
Okay, now he Qs Nullifier. I think this is needed. He had an MKB queued up, which is fine as well. You're going into Radiance, but...
chipped away.
It's like a nice item, but a necessary item is a nullifier if you can't count on your edge to dispel all the time.
Dire's top tower has
They
fallen.
have given up their lead completely. 3k ahead now on MOUZ. Just a couple of mistakes. One on mid lane, one on bot lane, and the game is completely in MOUZ's control. Not completely, but it's even.
Right.
He's dead.
This round is over.
Are we stuck?
Yeah. Not to be the absolute flip-flopper, but when these small little mistakes, I'm not talking about task, this kind of that is whatever. Mid lane, Yules is there, but no one to follow. The Orchid is the Orchid that allowed that to happen. Abaddon with the Blink Orchid.
Radiant's bottom tower is
He's also buying a nullifier. Like, they saw the Pugna. Like, they saw this hero being... Then they committed into the Pango anyway. And now you're kind of forced to buy a nullifier no matter what. You don't have an option. We'll see if that's the play. Because he also doesn't have a saving item. They don't have a Lotus, I believe, in anyone. If he gets Orchided, he's as good as dead. It's kind of hard to itemize now on the Pango. Do you think ABBA should collab with ABBA, the band? He kills a hero, he should have like money, money, money. He's like skating in the river, you know. They can do it, but at the same time, what this guy can do is hex you now, as he has that hex completed. And it just means that you can blow anyone up in with SF. You know, you blink hex and SF follows. Pango.
It looks like
He's baiting them so hard, but they have no Rolling Thunder, and they do have a BKB on Ursa. No pop though.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Keep in mind, Dave.
Yeah, healing power.
Maybe a wipe. Kodo. I did need refresher on Pango. Like, this fight has taught me that, and he has it queued up. They just don't have the control. If MOUZ disengages, like, it's really hard to force a fight. And like, the whole initiation from MOUZ, in my eyes, wasn't perfect, because this is way down the line. This was really well played by Nightfall, because he instantly BKB'd. You know what happened there? He got hexed. Like, hex was actually used on him. Because he instantly BKB'd, Mars wasn't fast enough to hex him. That allowed them to even take this fight. Like, if he gets insta-hex there, the fight is immediately over. Still though, a very bad fight for Aurora, of course. Nicely played by MOUZ, outplaying them in these engagements. And I would say Mars is making a huge difference. It's a bit of Mars, and it's a little bit of Tusk. Just being able to, you know, jump in first. He has a snowball save if it's necessary, but he also has the shard. It's hard for you to truly commit on him, but it's easy for him to perhaps give his team info and some catch from the shards. Blade hex.
I am the snowball from Kobo.
They just have so many tools at their disposal now. Everyone is doing work in this game. Like, every single one of these heroes of MOUZ is bringing something crucial to the fights. This is rough. This is a side at least. There's no buybacks, no quad corners, and they're even eyeing top. They probably will not finish mid. Let's see. Let's find 2 rushes up so they can go after for it.
Dire's middle barracks have fallen.
Just move up.
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower? Dire's top tower has fallen.
Just look at these items. Look at how much they're doing. Like, your hex on SF, your hex on the Mars, the Bloodthorn from Abaddon. The hex on Edge probably not gonna do a lot. You're gonna go on her right now. Then you can maybe even get Megas. They can get Megas. This is the glyph on the other side, of course.
good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower? Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom barracks is falling.
Also with the buyback, he's trying to go in, but yeah, they don't want to let this one go. They don't want to let it slip through their fingers. They go back. Let's see if they go back in or if they go for rush. Mars is really close to his refresher as well. Seems like they will back out. SF is sleeping top. There's still even a shrine for him that he can take from earlier on. Yeah, absolutely. It's so good up by Madden as well. Good his level 25.
It's down. Where did he go?
And they gave him the Aegis. Very interesting. And he is the one that's going to go in and hit the racks, so I get it. But usually not the hero that you want the Aegis on. He kinda has 2 lives anyways, but I get it in this situation. This is just one fight left. That's it. They need to, like, you need to kill the SF somehow. He's got refresher with Hex. You're not surviving through. It's very low. Doesn't really do a lot. Maybe like the jump. They like, if you see their wars, they do see a lot of heroes in the Dire jungle, SF and the Mars. Interesting, they didn't buy a gem, by the way, on Radiant, just to, you know, completely close the vision out. But at the same time, it seems like they're very successful with the warding anyway. They just avoided a fresh ward. It's straightforward into the last tracks, possibly into the throne after. There's no blip, right? 1 extra minute. He still has the Aegis. Like, if they wanted to, they could wait a little bit, but he doesn't. He goes straight back to the high ground.
Fire let all their bottom towers fall. Dire's bottom barracks may be next. The Radiant now has mega creeps. This one might be winding down.
They have a glyph now as well in 1 second. They will have snap in a couple of seconds, so
Dire's
they
middle tower has
will be able to take
fallen.
one more fight at least.
Dire's ancient is under attack! Dire's ancient is under attack. Just about done here.
Unstoppable! Double kill! Wicked sick! Triple kill! Monster kill! Ultra kill!
Yeah, mid one gets the ultra kill as well there. In the end, 32k lead. Good game by MOUZ. Like, for them, they did it yesterday as well, but that hero
5 seconds
didn't look
remaining.
as impactful this time around. Gotta say, when it comes,
Radiant team ban.
Show up.
Dire
okay.
team ban.
it sometimes feel like you didn't.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
Let's see.
Dire
Like
team's
you're
turn
watching
to
so
ban.
much Dota, you could be in a build
Radiant team's turn to ban.
games
Dire
with it,
team's turn to pick.
but I feel like
Dire team's turn to pick.
Let's see.
Radiant
with all of that, there's
Dire
stun.
team ban.
He brings a side
Radiant
stalker
team's
wants
turn
to
to
buy
ban.
the item.
Dire
Too
team's
much.
turn to ban.
So not
Radiant
that
team's turn
amazing.
to
Like
pick.
you're playing into a nice splash. Like,
Yeah,
Lesh
you
actually
need to
hates.
track with it.
Yeah, Lesh
Choose
hates
your
playing into
hero.
it because he can't move. Like one of the reasons why Undying is also decent into Lesh. You just pop that tombstone, you hit him once with Rotten Mittens, he can't get rid of the zombies.
Mhm.
But yeah, cool idea. Cool, very cool idea from having that Veno. Veno usually just feeds one core in most games. But what's happening with this game is that we have mid one on the Beast. It's a cool pick. It's a bit greedier because he will be going for Ags as like you have to playing mid lane. So we'll have some time where mid one is just not on the map. What it also brings is another BKB piercing way of controlling heroes, a hero that doesn't really care if Night Stalker is on top of him. Once he gets like Ags, BKB, he can just stand and fight versus 90% of heroes. So yeah, they went full tank, I feel like, in a way on MOUZ. Meanwhile, Aurora, they have to break them. And Void Spirit might be the way, even though he picked it blindly. I think this Void Spirit, the lane might not be super easy for him, but you get the Spirit Vessel, you just play off of that with your Night Stalker. This is kind of a game that can be played at such a pace that they can't come online on the side of Aurora, or on the side of MOUZ.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean,
Prepare for
MOUZ made
battle.
the moves and the time in the last game to come online, so we'll see if Jug can do that. Also, I'm pretty sure Chrysalis is undefeated with this hero in the last like 4 weeks or something. Some crazy nonsense. He just does not lose Jug games, so he's putting that streak on the test, trying to see whether or not he can prevail just based on streaks and numbers and if it's possible.
An expected outcome. An expected outcome.
I do worry though. Four melee heroes is always an interesting one.
4 against 3, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
30 seconds to battle.
Really not a big deal. Like, there is a storyline there, sure, in which some heroes benefit from it, like a Beastmaster with his Ags. Once he gets it, he benefits from Drums of Slump, a lot of AoE damage as well. On the other hand, Ice Path is amazing. Jakiro, I'd love to see an Ags as well this game. Just very nice. But most of these heroes just don't care. We're gonna get the blink anyway.
Battle starting.
Fudge, damage.
He's fine. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Always A-okay. Blade Fury, Chrysalis, also in a bit of trouble for a second, but he'll be fine there too. Things are quite. How does this mid matchup go?
not really sure. I don't see a lot of Beast into Void Spirit, considering it's mid 1 Beast. Like, this man plays the hero very nicely. He shouldn't be feeding the Force too easily as well. I expect him to come out on top. And it's like, not only his lane to come out on top, he's going to stack for himself as well with Wars, so... Even if something goes wrongly, badly, like he misses a rune or two, he will have stacks to recover with.
Gotta hope, right? Like, I feel like we talk about these stacks being made and they just seem to not happen. Okay, it's on Ollie, but not much doing there. Only has level 1. He actually comes out a little worse for wear after hitting that hook. And then, boom, taking this horsepower, so gains movement speed based on his strength. He's still going to go into the Helm of the Dominator, has these early gauntlets. No surprise, and I think Yamich is definitely... I'm actually surprised, because he's usually the guy who goes boots, no regen on Pudge, but he didn't go boots and went all regen on Pudge.
Yeah, that usually means that he wants to contest the lane, not just creep skip. Like if you see the regen build, which I'm not sure how successful he's going to be. You know why he did that? Because he has Centaur as his off lane. Basically, TP out, I snap into the tower. But yeah, they truly want to fight on top. They want to try and fight. They're not weak.
They just have to get to a certain point where they feel confident to go for this, and they're gonna rot and step at his face, but Yamich takes a lot of damage off that dual breath as well as the liquid frost. Or to deny that water rune, by the way.
Yeah, nicely done with the board. I still have to see whose idea is better on top lane, because even though Pudge is alright, they're going on Sven.
They're trying to do the damage, and now the turnaround attempt. Boom. It might be Yamich for first blood, but Boom's also not going to be fast enough to get Nightfall.
Yep. This is exactly what I wanted to see. Like, who comes out on top, because it's Jakiro Sven. Sure, you go for regional Pudge, but they're not weak. Jakiro and Sven have the stun, they have the burst as well, they have the dots. Hard lane play too.
Ooh, hook. Just missing. Trade over bottom as well. That's... Man, Crystal's doing a lot of damage here on a Toronto Tokyo. He's got to be careful, but also Crystal's eating a lot. He's also got 11 charges on the wand. He's got the Lotus Petal. He's got himself a healing ward. Hook not connecting. You're also coming in with a healing salve ready for Toronto Tokyo, I believe. Or no, just giving him the Tango.
It's just tangos, yeah.
And you ping the healing salve that's on the ground. And Makoto rooted is in trouble. He doesn't really
There's no mana
think
now.
comfortable to get. He's got no mana. He has no way to get out of this, and ends up dead. He's 40 short of anything that would have helped him.
Yeah, he could have went for the simulate, but he decides not to. Instead, he tries to go for resonant pulse. Pays the price in the end. Nice rotation from Pudge that truly didn't. He didn't have to do a lot. It was just a blood grenade. This item is.
Yes.
When it just got added, I wasn't buying it. Okay.
Silence, Cookie, jukes it. That might let him outlast this silence and then outlast this game. Damage also coming back over. He wants to find a hook, but the question is on who. And
you fight actually, even if you hook.
Yeah, Jug's already back, so now you got to think about how far in you want to go. You're going to try and clean up this Nether Ward, but now Crystallis is back in. He had the healing ward ready to go. Nether Ward was down. Crystallis is trying to get anything he can. They just can't keep up with these heroes.
So much damage from Pug now. The Nether Ward as well forced them to hit it instead of anyone else. So nicely done by MOUZ, keeping them down low while it's still nighttime. So it's much harder now for Toronto Tokyo to actually make a difference. Hook, next bottom.
Mira? There's no ranged hero to like come and like blink in and gank this. Primal Roar was used and Makoto,
Radiant's courier has been killed.
he's fine, but Mira, he gets caught up with, and they've got this rot. They'll get this kill. Amage gonna lose his courier. They'll also deny the bounty room, but Mid One did use that roar and he didn't find anything for his troubles.
Forced the rotation, right, from Jakiro, which is something at least. That's 6 rune.
I can't believe it. I know it's only minute 6, but it feels like we've been in this game for a little while already. I don't know what it is. Maybe the rotations, maybe the way the game's developing. Hook hits, and Makoto with the Resonant Pulse has to assimilate, but which way does he go? They stampede to keep up with him. The Nether Ward is on the ground. There's nowhere for him to go. Toronto Tokyo ends up dead to Crystallis. Boom will finally fall.
Dire's no fortified
But
their
this is
structures.
MOUZ opening up both the mid
beating
and
on
the
Dire's
safe
top
lane
tower.
pretty heavily.
You know what? That kind of stampede was a stampede to save yourself.
But
But
coincidentally,
Coincidentally, it kills bottom and mid lane. And his team is like, man, you're a god gamer. Good job, bro.
Dire's bottom tower is under
dude, I
attack.
can't believe you timed that just perfectly.
You get kills on both lanes. Damn, you have eyes everywhere, man.
Dire's
What a
bottom
macro
tower has
player.
shattered to little
They
pieces.
snatch the shrine and bot as well. Pudge gets it. Yamich is level 5.5
Radiant's
now.
top tower is under attack.
So 2 shrines for them. MOUZ are having a very good game right now.
Yamich also the kind of guy to just get a blink dagger and blink dismember. First
There's
item.
nothing. There's truly nothing else to buy on Pudge as a support. I just don't know what a better build is. Like Aetherlance is kind of dead on the hero.
I guess Rod is okay. Crystallis.
We have Omni.
He's got, yeah, I was gonna say he's got Omni Slash. This is just a free kill.
Dire's middle tower just went
What do you
down.
mean with the rot? He might fall here, even with the rot or without it. Toro is on top of Pudge.
Damage. They're trying to shoot. Yeah, they are connecting. Now they've got that equipped by the Primal Roar. Makoto has an Astral Step. That gets the kill, and he doesn't have another step anymore. Another Stampede. Is it worth getting damage? And now he has to
Almost.
TP away from Crystallis.
Almost the same thing happened again, where they kill both cores on mid and bottom with a Stampede. So nice when everyone is pressuring their own respective sides to use the Stampede and give that extra oomph needed. Koro could have went on Pudge with double
Dire's top tower is under
with a double
attack.
Astral Step, by the way, but he didn't want to commit immediately. So Pudge lived long enough to get him in that spot. Very dominant
Dire
early.
has fortified their structures.
It is. The only one excelling right now for Aurora is Nightfall.
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower?
They're going to get this tier 1
Beating on
tower over
Dire's
top.
Tower. Dire's top tower
They're
is
smoked up.
They're smoked up, yeah.
Just a cold fog left
Boom
behind.
doesn't have Stampede, though, for another 35 seconds.
Kind of hard
They
to
are.
go on Centaur if you don't kill Pugna first, because you can just detrap.
Scatterblast connects. Stormhammer's there. They've got the cookie with the God Strength. They will get this kill on a Celery. Get some extra 100 gold with that dominated creep. And there it is for Nightfall. That's worth a good amount of gold for him. Very happy with that.
I think they'd be much happier if they managed to kill the Centaur, but this kind of a move does zone him out, and it opens up some space for Sven to perhaps even farm the Ancients with the God Strength, which is pretty good.
Yeah, he does take over top of the net worth. Yamich, he's sitting nearby. There is a dominated creep that they're trying to pull Yamich back with, and that's exactly what they're going to do, but they've got the Stampede now, which lets him run. Primal Roar is used. They've got level 6. There's a Dismember available, and that's going to just be a dead Makoto Void Spirit and a plus 100 for Yamich.
Why
He
not
gets
fear?
the benefits of all that now.
Why not fear there, by the way?
I don't know.
I'm not really sure why Toronto Tokyo just doesn't go in and use Fear. AoE, he popped the ulti, so he was flying. I think he had time to get on top of the wood spirit.
They're gonna try and get this kill in a boom, but look at the damage they're taking on their own supports, and he's just gonna TP out now.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
Not the best hero to have a double hit against, right? On Jakiro. Might fall to the creep, by the way. Jakiro is running from the
Dire's
Croaker.
bottom tower is shattered to little pieces.
Gets to safety.
Just get away from me, please. Oh, gosh. Fun game and fun times to be had. Oh, Croaker. Fun times can be had at Fissure Playground 2. That's going to be at the Sava Center in Belgrade, Serbia, October 31st and November 2nd. Get all the information available for tickets by putting !ticket in the chat or clicking the banner below. You could look at some €8 single-day tickets or some 3-day passes or the VIP Legend ticket, and get more information on that by doing what I just said, clicking that banner or putting an exclamation point ticket.
Someone better help Dire's
So used to
middle
saying
tower.
exclamation point play because of when I play marbles on stream.
Marbles on stream? I'm sorry, I haven't watched that one. The last time I played marbles, I was like 6 years old, I think. And it was outside. Back when playing outside was still a thing.
Dire's middle tower.
It existed.
Yeah, now we play marbles inside and on the computer, you old man. This is a big lead for MOUZ. This is the spot in which we saw Aurora at in the last game that I thought made it feel as though they were in a really tight foothold to win the game.
You know what we should do? We should create a marble tournament.
Ooh,
Play outside, stream it.
I'm no longer in. You had me at originally at marble stream. Primal Roar, that is going to be used here on Mira. Cookie to get up onto the high ground, but Celery is here with another blast. He'll get credit for that kill.
Snow fortified.
And Sven's in trouble. But Stampede will stick with him. God Strength trying to get the kill on Yamage. Astral Step. Makoto gets credit for that one. Nightfall out of the tower. Mid one now needs to leave. Another step, a TP attempt, and an Ice Path connects. That's mid one dead. Good fight by Aurora to get something back on the overcommitment coming through from MOUZ.
Oh, the Centaur dominated. Not the stun that was needed though.
Toronto Tokyo has to leave.
Yeah, he used a nice decrypt there on Pugna to save himself before he got silenced. Very nicely done. Void Spirit is connecting though. They still want to maybe make a play.
They might be able to do so. Makoto, Toronto, Tokyo. Celery needs to hide. He puts this Nether Ward right in the lane, and Hero takes that out in 2 shots, so it's not really going to last that long. Mortimer's Kisses, Spirit Vessel, Ice Path, Assimilate, all on the boom, and that's a dead Centaur. And once again, just kind of allowing themselves to get, I would say, committed on by this Aurora lineup that
just as much help as
feels as though it's finding a little bit too much on the map if you're MOUZ.
They have to be finding it right now. Aurora just couldn't allow the game to go the way that it did, especially now that they have a Spirit Vessel on their Void, and it's nighttime, right? Like for a couple of extra minutes at least. No, 30 minutes, seconds. Celery.
Celery's gonna get caught, and that is yet another kill here for Aurora, just slowly chipping away at that lead that MOUZ once had.
It's really good plays from them right now. They were suffering. They're coming back into it. Like they're buying a shard next to the Void Spirit. This is something that I noticed with all every Void Spirit right now is doing Vessel Shard, like straight up after. It helps you with your farming as well, just tossing that Remnant out there. Terrible. But one hero that has been left alone. One hero that has been left alone was the Sven. Sorry, the Jug and the Sven, but I guess the Jug more than the Sven. He hasn't really been joining any of these team skirmishes. All his skills at his earlier gameplay, and He's keeping up with the Sven, which is impressive for a Jug.
Right.
Like you only now accelerate once you have the Battle Fury. And he's got Yasha on top of it already.
It's not bad. He's 1,000 gold behind the Sven, but Sven also just had a couple of kills over top in that fight where he got mid one. So, you know, if you are this Jug, maybe you look to get involved after this Manta.
It's kind of cool though that both teams are ready to fight at the same time. The game is very even. You have a blink on Sven, but you also have an Aghanims on Beast and a blink on Pudge. Comes down to the initiation truly.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's bottled up by mid one. That might be the rune they need to get something to happen.
Pudge mid. He's
Radiant's
showing
middle
himself
tower
in
shouldn't
Rod.
have to take this abuse.
Mid one just in on Roche. The attention being taken. Are they
Pudge?
purposely drawing them over? That's the question. Because now Kisses comes out, Stampede is used. They've got the life drain to try and save damage. Primal Roar comes in, but they got the Ice Path. They land the hook. They go to the Dismember. The Macro Power's going to be on the ground, but they go to the Cookie, and now they're looking to get the kill on a Makoto. They take in the Void Spirit. Omni Slash is used. Mira's dead. That's 2 gone. The look for Ali, as he is going to be chased up by Boom as well as mid one, landing the stun. Double kill for mid one. It started Roche. They could take the tier 2 if they really want to, and then potentially, honestly, just go back for Roche as well.
I think Beast goes for Rush to start his pushes, and that's what they're doing exactly. Because Beast, he doesn't almost even need anyone else. Like,
Yeah.
once you get the Ags and at level 10, you can solo Rush on. Very nicely played by them. Aurora, they just didn't bring all their forces. Like, Night Stalker was still showing on top of him. He's TPing now. They want to try and contest it.
I trust there was a good reason.
Even now that it's taken, I think they were gonna... Yeah, they smoke up. It doesn't really matter because everything was used on MOUZ. So you can still take this fight. You have the nighttime ready on Night Stalker.
Jump in. Hook hits mid one. Alive for now. Silenced. And he's got the Decrepify. He has the life drain. They'll give the life of Celery if they can keep mid one alive with the Aegis. And they're under the tier 1 tower. The look for the Ice Path. Hook is going to be a whiff. Yamish is going to be in trouble. Stormhammer hits with the God Strike still going. The Ice Path is going to be thrown into the Pudge. They'll get the kill there. Mid one still backing away. Has Primal Roar, but he can't use it. Now the Aegis is going to be used. Jug wants to come back into the fight. They stampede. They Stormhammer lands on both now because he ran next to mid one. Primal Roar is used. Aurora want to clean up completely, and that's what they've done.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Just a beautiful fight from Aurora. And it was more or less given to them. What's beautiful about it is the smoke, the realization that you can fight even against the Aegis. It truly didn't matter. This man was not around. Crystallis left. He was on top lane, just out pushing. He needed to go all the way through the Twin Gate or to get the TP first. But nice comeback by Aurora. They're just not allowing themselves to let this one slip completely. I feel like you could have... You know what? They have these 2 crazy saving supports in Pagna and Pudge. If they just allowed the Beast to die there, that probably would have been better than losing everything.
Radiant's top
Instead,
tower
they
is under attack.
kind of stick around and have really injected more gold into this Sven and the rest of the team, because you look at the net
Radiant's
worth
top tower
and where
has
everybody's
looked better.
at. These other cores for Aurora are pretty poor, especially the Void Spirit.
Yeah, he's not too far ahead of the Pudge even. Once he does get his Axe, he will find use in the game though. That AoE silence on its own is already good enough. It's not like... And Night Stalker as well. You know, he's jumping the backlines. Gets out. One thing that's difficult to do, even though you have Pudge, you have Pagna, it's hard to hook someone and run away with the hero, because they just have such a crazy amount of catch and follow through.
They'll go for this Tormentor that is on the opposite side thanks to the Night Stalker, and they have Yamich following Crystallis. Like, you guys could follow the channel. !F. Follow us here. Follow us on all social medias. And can get more information about the past, present, and future of all Fissure events like Fissure Playground 2 happening October 31st to November 2nd.
Howdy.
Really interesting build on Night Stalker, by the way. He goes for the Ghost Scepter next. Usually, you like to hit with the Night Stalker. You don't like to hide yourself in Ghost Scepter, but you are playing versus a lot of right-click damage. You're playing versus a Jug, of course.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Still an interesting build, like you don't see it very often.
Is this the point where Toronto Tokyo just goes Nullifier?
I expected him to go for Nullifier straight after the Blink. Yeah. Maybe a Blink BKB into it, or maybe Blink Nullifier into a BKB. Maybe his read on the game is that he will just not find the farm. As this hero tends to find farm in a losing game. Snap.
He's caught. And will die here to mid one. Aurora really aren't afraid of fighting into this MOUZ lineup, even with that Aegis. That first Aegis went the way of MOUZ, but the question, I guess, becomes, you know, where are we going to be at when the next Roche is available? Let's get their hands on that one, too.
It all depends on when the team fight happens. Because the only reason why Aurora had completely free time to kill Beast twice and win that team fight was they had no Roar, they had no Stampede, they had no Omni Slash on the other side. They used everything in the fight before. They're still on tower. Let's see, they won't defend it.
Again. This time they have all the numbers. Celery's the only one not there with them. And Jug.
Blink for some Pudge. Jakiro.
Ice Path. And Dismember connects. That'll be a dead Jakiro.
It was impossible to run through there. They have a DD on Void Spirit still, though.
Yeah, they could still elect to fight this if they wanted.
He is 60 gold away from Ags, so maybe doesn't really want to risk it.
Radiant's top tower deserves
Mine's
just
gonna
as much
activate.
help as Squad. Radiant's top
In a
tower
while,
has fallen.
they ping it out 5 minutes away. Maybe just happening to ping out where Beastmaster
Radiant's top tower
was.
deserves just as much help as Squad.
And here's that X. So now you've got Aghanim Scepter. MOUZ still in a good spot net worth-wise. Makoto going for the jump. They hit the Stampede. They get the 4-staff back, but it's right into the hands of Toronto Tokyo, who hits the Fear. The TP attempt won't be successful, and mid one will die again.
Ooh, that Void just came off cooldown. Couldn't stop the Pudge. Yeah, they're definitely punishing mid one. And at times, I feel like he feels maybe a little bit overconfident with his positioning. Because he has the Blink, he has the Pudge.
Tower is no more.
This is, you know, almost it feels like a fake 5k lead. Like, you get this impression that MOUZ were up a lot, but Aurora have been the aggressors.
Bounty.
They have not been afraid at all.
Maybe it's a bit easier for them to take these fights now as well. Especially with the Beast being in the base. They know that he cannot connect to the top fight. There's no tier 1 tower Jug.
Be careful, and they'll go for Celery and just 2-shot him.
They're sticking around. If they can just sack Celery and fight when God's Strength is off, I think that's kind of a W for MOUZ. I would be extremely surprised if they don't smoke the moment that the Pugna is up. Or
This
maybe
graph, it's been sticking at about 70-30. And Sven is bottom alone. Anyone just farming up. He wants his BKB. He just about has it.
yeah, he's gonna have it after this creep. That's all the gold that he needs, 25 more. So He's going to have a BKB and they'll have a Pugna and they'll know that God Strength is still on cooldown for half a minute. So
Dire
tier
have
2
fortified their
is
structures.
the next to go for.
Misses.
Are those cracks?
Not gonna have Sven there though. Roche is up in 10 seconds.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
What can they do with this? Centaur trying to get access to that workhorse. He's trying to pick up an Ags. Pugna will love that crest.
What I wouldn't mind as well from Aurora is he's not gonna buy it, but if they could get it from Tormi or something, a Shard and Sven. Like, you're playing into a Jug, you're playing into Stampede. Having that Warcry up just for the armor passively, I mean, it's a pretty good thing.
You know, Roche, they go again. I assume this is going to be a smoke from Aurora, but are they going to get here in time? They know it's being done. They have roared, and Sven actually leading towards the front. They don't smoke on this. They'll TP over, and Wild Wing Ripper will see the other dominated creep. Ward placed on the high ground that they're going to try and de-ward out of here with that sentry that was just placed down, but they're not there in time to steal this Aegis away or fight.
Radiant's middle
I think
tower is under
what
attack.
this Aegis also tells us is that Crystallis is ready to fight. They gave him a secondary life. He's level 20 as well. He's got that nasty +2 hits on ward talent.
They siege with this at all.
The thing is, like, whenever you have a hero like Pudge or Bat, it's not that hard to siege, right? Because you don't necessarily are going to go for the tower. You're going for the tower and maybe a hook. You know, you go for a tower and you hook someone, you start things off that way. If anyone is close.
Tower is under attack.
Stormhammer avoided.
Dire's middle
Two heroes from the side of Aurora are top.
Dire's middle barracks are taking fire.
You're gonna get Traxxas if they don't contest you at all.
They need to do something. They're not doing
Dire's middle barracks have
anything.
fallen.
They're just afraid. They're afraid of Roar. They're afraid of the hook. The banner was committed as well. What are they waiting for? Like, what's the big item? They got Harpoon now on Sven. Okay, that helps with kiting a little bit, but it's not like this massive item. Nullifier on Night Stalker is, but he's kind of far. 600 gold away.
Tower is under attack.
They glyph, they stop the TP.
Yeah, Void Spirit cancelled it. It's not gonna be here in time now. They're gonna lose another side, maybe.
Did get short shrift.
They're willing to try and smoke and do the wraparound. Yeah, they're gonna smoke. They're gonna try and pinch from the back. Boom's gonna be in a good spot to break this smoke, but so is Yamich. He's up on the high ground. They've got the ward. Boom. His smoke breaks. The Astral Step is gonna go across for the blink in and go to the Dismember. They've got the damage with the God Strength. They get the kill on a Yamich. They'll take out the Observer on the high ground. So now, maybe now flying a little bit blind, but they go to the Primal Roar, and Crystallis is gonna use that Omni Slash, and it really doesn't get him much. Mira's in trouble. They'll kill off the snap. They've got buyback. That's used immediately. Makoto's going to be spotted. They got the silence on the 2. Toronto Tokyo into the face of Celery. The Astral Step is going to connect on a Celery and get that kill into the Pugna. He buys back. Yamich trying to get a hook here to hit on a Nightfall. The Ice Path connects. They go to the God Strength damage again, but now he no longer has that damage. They get the kill on Yamich. He doesn't have buyback because he's already used it. Abyssal Blade, Mira just bought back as well. Pushes him back with a Psychic Headband. And they've hit the Ice Path onto Boom. Mortimer's Kiss is coming in. Nightfall's got the damage to stop the cleave. Crystallis is in trouble, but he's going to move forward onto Ollie, but he's got the Glimmer Cape. He's able to survive. Toronto Tokyo is also sitting low. He's got the Hawk hitting, but they don't have the damage to get any of these kills just yet, but they double kill. Now for mid one, they've taken out Mira. They get the kill there on Toronto Tokyo. They'll take the Aegis, and he's going to come back alive. They lost this bottom set of racks. Makoto, he got hit by that blood grenade. The Nether Blast is off the mark. Nightfall goes into his face, but he has the Decrepify. Stormhammer committed. Ice Path is there. Crystallis, 50 seconds till he's got this Omni Slash back up, but Makoto waiting off to the side. He has himself that Spirit Vessel to heal up, and it looks as though now the side of MOUZ will back away. But I say that, and they're staying in the base and going towards top.
Is this the play?
God Strength again. Celery's dead. He bought back, and now the TP attempt is successful, but Nightfall had 2 God Strength used throughout the entirety of that fight.
That's how long the fight was. I'm actually super shocked that they went for the last set of racks. Like, specifically because Void Spirit was up as well. And God's Strength, of course, comes out to cooldown. Like, Jug is kind of lucky that he didn't get crit here. What happened with the Omni here? That's the only thing that I'm really interested in. They roared Nightfall, look. And then he Omnis him. He uses Omni on him. But stops on that creep. Ah, he got glimmered. Oh, they didn't detect. Come on, guys. you rarely expect detection to be the problem at this level of e-gamers.
Game-saving play there by the Jakiro.
Honestly, it was. Like, it literally saved the game for them. The game is still in a rough spot, but because of that glimmer, they don't kill off Sven in God's Strength, and he's able to now get another item. Now that he actually has enough gold for MKB after this long-ass fight, he might even be able to initiate on Jug and kill him off. A lot of things have been thrown into this push in the end by MOUZ. It looked like they were going to get 2 sides for free, but then they even have a couple of diebacks in the end.
They need to be carrying detection, and now they've got dust on Boom, but that just to me doesn't feel like enough. There were plenty of times throughout that fight where the side of MOUZ just didn't have detection. These glimmers saved the life of Jakiro and others multiple times.
I think someone was really mad, because not only is Centaur Boom carrying the dust, so is mid one. The only one not having it right now is the Pudge. He has an empty slot. Pudge, get on it, bro. You don't want to be that guy.
A gem.
That's another thing. Yeah, in last game as well, when they were in full control, they didn't buy gem. Maybe they're allergic to it. It's like Krypton. It's green. It hurts them. I don't know. In any case, they didn't buy it. It's on the other side, though. Who has it? Void Spirit, right?
Holding it. Yeah. Ags for Jug. That leaves him without buyback, though.
They have...
Not that I think you're ripping through 3 towers mid, and if he dies, but it would still be very, very costly.
They have good vision here on Dire. They have good vision, they have Nullifier, they have MKB on Sven. Like, this is a kind of a fight that they could win if they initiate properly. And first...
Can they spot anybody? Can they make the move? Or do they want to just wait for Roche? Potentially 4 minutes away.
I love that Centaur is on the duty to the ward, you know. He's the only one that can actually go up front. These 2 supports. If you're in vision, as a Pugna, you're probably as good as dead. It's literally 1 hit from Sven and you're gone. He's buying a shard, by the way, on Sven. With it up. Not sure if he's gonna buy it next, but eventually.
I was wondering if you just get an Aeon Disc as Pugna, just so you can... Well, they've already got the Nullifier, I guess at this point. Like, moot.
It looks like Dire fortified their structures.
So if you're able to survive even that split second and get that Decrepify off, maybe that'd be worth it. Jug is in trouble, and they've got the big damage. They have the Remnant Chrysalis is dead. Gone for 90 seconds, doesn't have the buyback. Midwood's gonna fall too. Yaman's gonna die here. Triple kill for Nightfall. The TP attempts are out, but Boom gets stopped by the Ice Path, and that will be an ultra kill for Nightfall. They pushed it, they forced it, they lost it.
They forced it, they lost it. Like you said, that was a massive throw now. Absolutely massive throw. They didn't want to wait for Rush, instead they pushed it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They didn't even see the new items, I think. Like, no one was in vision for the longest time. They disrespected Aurora's high ground defense, and their high ground defense is really strong. Like, you have Ice Bat, you have AoE Silence, you have Nightfall with an MKB Daedal is just destroying, shredding through you.
Radiant's middle tower go?
You can't save Jug with the Decrep. Like, it's not gonna work. They have a Nullifier. I mentioned it. They didn't have it in that last fight. Night Stalker was, well, like 500 gold away from it. Like, these items now on Aurora just allow them to take these fights properly. Are they gonna end the game off of it? Probably not. Too many towers outside, but they're in a much healthier position now. They have a shard on Sven, and the Swift Blink is coming up. in 400-ish gold.
I mean, surprisingly, they only get a tier 1 mid out of that.
They gotta be cautious, right? Like, optimistically cautious. You won the high ground fight because Jug wasn't that. He wasn't cautious. He was on the high ground, hitting the buildings. You had full vision on him. One thing that Jug does not have is like a blink. So even if you initiated on Beast or I don't know, Pudge, it still takes a little bit of time for him to get there if he's not with the team. Might be an option for him next.
This Roche fight's going to be interesting because it's going to happen soon. It's going to be potentially another Aegis. I mean, Aegis there for MOUZ changes everything, obviously, but the question is, can they even get this one? Because I think if this Aegis goes to Aurora, we're going to a third game.
I gotta say that this Pudge still has Sister Shroud, by the way. Let's see. Team fight is about to happen. They have the nighttime ready on Night Stalker. Shield room though.
Jump forward and they will get away. They use the Stampede.
Oh, Night Stalker.
Toronto Tokyo is going to be caught. They've got the dismember. They go to the silence. It's going to be on the Chrysalis. He's going to spin away. They do not get the catch on Toronto Tokyo completely.
He's pretty low. It's not that easy for him to. He is trying to wrap around though. He's got nice region kicking in.
Nightfall. Jumps in BKB. Oh boy. Bouncing around. Did that? His Omni just bounce and make it so he killed the Centaur. Nightfall still low though and dead. Blisterless falls. 2 Ornament Kisses are in. They're all going to buy back. They'll go for the kill of Toronto Tokyo. They get the kill onto the Night Stalker who's going to buy back too. But they do not have buyback on the most important hero, and that is Sven.
Now the question is, do they go Roche or do they just try to end this on the top lane? It's only half of the racks remaining. They go Roche and then they will probably try to end. They did use 3 buybacks, so they're kind of a spooky land unless they finish it before Sven has buyback. He bought out for what? Like, he bought the Swiftblade. Like, when he was buying it, I was thinking, okay, it's a good item. Is it truly worth it not having a buyback though? That's the only question. The Omni Slash was perfect for Aurora, by the way. Omni Slash Sven jumping in God's strength on your heroes. Oh, man.
I feel like I've never seen the Omni like
look at Nightfall.
Get reflected
Boom, boom.
and actually do that kind of damage. They jump back and forth, and then they end up in 2 different places. But he killed Centaur with Omni. How many times can you say that about Sven?
How many times can you see anyone kill Centaur in one go? Like, it just never happens in one spell. It's literally only the Sven that can do it with the Omni Slash.
Got the Primal Roar. Sven still not up for another 15 seconds, but they will kill Makoto, who's got buyback.
Has buyback, exactly. So once Sven is up, he can buyback as well. They have another fight in them.
Middle tower is under attack.
But is it going to be quick enough? Buyback gets committed. Do they want to retreat on this? Sven's going to pinch him from the back lines. They go to the Godstrike. They want to the Stormhammer. The hook hits. The hook hits Yamage. He pulls him away. That might be the saving grace on this. But Crystallis, he's still in to get the kill on Ollie. They're going to lose the Shapiro. He's going to buy back. They go to the Dismember. It's going to be on the Night Stalker. Life Drain. The damage. Makoto, he's gone. 2 minutes, no buyback. Yamage is dead, but he's got buyback. Nightfall. He's got God Strength still rolling. 3 shots a Centaur. My God. Oh, the Ghost Scepter. Making your Omni Slash obsolete, but not the Swift Slash follow-up. They've got the buyback now on that. They still don't have Grou for 80 seconds. And they will get another kill here on the Jakiro. Ollie dying to Yamage. They do not have God Strength for 38 seconds.
Yeah, this might be game just because of that. Sven without God Strength Just
Looks
not
like
enough
they
damage, I
should be able
fear.
to get it, and they will. MOUZ eliminate Aurora and take the 2-0.